In this tutorial, we're going to look at changing our player into an FPS controller. So we're going to move away from the cinematic camera that allows us to track the player as we move through the game and change it to where we're actually the player and we'll be able to look around, jump, etc. So let's have a look at how we do that. One of the first things we need to do is actually go look for an FPS controller, and we'll be able to find one of those on the Unity store. So if you Google through to Unity store, you'll be able to come through to the asset store. Please make sure that you're logged in here and also that you're logged into your project and logged into your Unity hub. It's really important that your cloud is joined together because it's through the cloud that you'll be able to download the asset packs. So Google Unity store, come into the store, and this is where you'll be. So the idea is that we can find an FPS controller by just going FPS controller, and you can actually find some wonderful assets in here. So here are FPS controllers. Now there's one here for $75, there's one here for $250. So let's have a quick look at that one. When you come in, it's going to actually show you some of the features of the controller. And as you can see, it runs around. I'll skip through. You can see it jump. And you'll be able to download this and actually edit any of the aspects that you see. It's a good way of speeding up your actual game development by using other assets and making them your own. But we need to find one that's a lot cheaper than $250. Well, actually, we need to find one that's probably free. So to do that, you can actually go across. Under pricing, you can actually click on free assets. The one that we want to use is this one here called First Person Controller, the modular one. And when you come in, you can actually give it a love heart to make it a favorite. But you can see we move around. As we move around, it has a bob. We're looking through the first person perspective. This is the sort of one we're after. So we're going to click on Open Unity. Now you can see that it's down here. You may have to download it, and then you need to import it. So when you import it, a panel will open, and we want to select all, and we want to hit and click Import. This will start downloading the package into your game, and you can actually see now that in my assets, here is the modular first person. So let's just close this down. If you can't see it, remember that you've got packages, my assets, or you've got in project or Unity registry will actually show you what ones you have linked to as well. And sometimes to find them, you just type up the top here, FPS, and then you can just have a look in the different ones. So in my assets, you can see there it is, and you'll be able to import that into your next project once you've downloaded it. So let's just close this off. We now have a player. It's got the cinematic camera. So what we're going to do at the moment is we're going to delete player. So go delete, and we're also going to remove the main camera. But just before we do that, let's just add the FPS controller. So I'm going to go in to the folder in the assets. I'm then going to go into this folder, and then I'm going to drag that out and just drop it in my hierarchy. Now we can then remove the main camera because we want to look through the FPS controller. So that's the main one we want to look through. And now I'm going to hit play. You can see that I've landed. I can now move my cursor around, and I can now look. I can now walk. I can jump. If I hold down shift, I can sprint. And you'll also notice there's a little dot in the middle of my screen to show you where I'm looking right here. Now to get out of this, just push escape, and then you'll be able to stop the runtime. And there you have it. We need to remove the virtual follow camera now, delete. And that's how we get an FPS controller into our project. So I hope you found this tutorial useful. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll keep developing content for you.